side. The Union Army is at hand, 75,000 coming to our land. I'll tell you that I'll fight this war, even though my friends are on the Union side. I won't fight against the only land I've ever known. That's why I'll fight for Virginia. Let states control their destiny, not by politicians' lies and greed. The Union Army is coming near. They'll see that Virginians do not fear. I'll tell you that I'll fight this war, even though my friends are on the Union side. I won't fight against the only land I've ever known. That's why I'll fight for Virginia. I'll fight for Virginia. State rights for Virginia. I'll fight for Virginia. State rights for Virginia. I'll tell you that I'll fight this war, even though my brothers are on the Union side. I won't fight against the only land I've ever known. That's why I'll fight for Virginia. Our state has joined the Confederacy to preserve our farms and property. Virginia, way of life, be free. I'll fight for my state like generally. I'll tell you that I'll fight this war, even though my friends are on the Union side. I won't fight against the only land I've ever known. That's why I'll fight, I'll fight, I'll fight, I'll fight for Virginia, for Virginia, for Virginia, for Virginia. I'll fight, fight for Virginia. Don't let him die, Dr. McGuire. Don't let him fade away in the dark. The wilderness is no place for Stonewall Jackson to lay. One of our own guns, Major Barry ordered the pickets to fire, fire, fire. So don't let him die, Dr. McGuire. Did you see him surprise the Yanks on this day? South can prevail if he can return his hand. So don't let him die, Dr. McGuire. General Lee moved Stonewall to Guinea Station, 'cause Joe Hooker's southern move he did fear. And Reverend Lacey and sweet Mariana are there singing Psalm 51 in his ear. In his ear, in his ear. So don't let him die, Dr. McGuire. Lost his left arm, but General Lee has lost his right. So don't let him die, Dr. McGuire. Oh, it's the 10th of May, and it's a sad day. My God, can the South survive? Let us cross the river and rest under the shade of trees. I heard the last words he said before he died. Before he died. Before he died. Stonewall has died. Who will save the South? Our hopes are dying. Who will save the South? Dr. McGuire. College teacher from Maine, a deeply religious man. He went to fight for the Union cause to end slavery's evil hand. He became the colonel of the Northern Volunteers of the 20th Maine. He learned how to be a military man. His life was never again the same. He was an ordinary soldier. At the Battle of Fredericksburg, he saw the carnage unfold, as waves and waves of his brave young men were cut down in the cold. He found himself pinned down on the ground as the rebels controlled the field. Dead soldiers were his cover from the muskets they did shield. He was an ordinary soldier. What makes ordinary men do extraordinary things before the stories become legends that are told? Are they born to greatness, or is it circumstances of fate? Is it from the body, or is it from the soul? Like the ordinary soldier. All Gettysburg, the fate of the Union was at hand. Out of ammunition on Little Round Top, he had to make a stand. He gave the order to fix bayonets with the clicking sound of steel. Charged his men down that mountain top. His place in history was sealed. He was an ordinary soldier. Ordinary soldier. He was an ordinary soldier. He was president of Bowdoin College and governor of Maine. But many times he returned to the field to reflect on each detail and spend time with his fallen soldiers whose spirits still prevail. He was an ordinary soldier. What makes ordinary men do extraordinary things before the stories become legends that are told? Are they born to greatness, or is it circumstances of fate? Is it from the body, or is it from the soul? Like the ordinary soldier, ordinary soldier. He was an ordinary soldier.
I dropped some swag off to Sally this week,
cool.
And she said, make sure you mention it on the radio show. So give us a little promo. It's this Sunday, right?
Yep, it's the third annual Fulkerson Fest in honor of my brother Steve.
And it's for young musicians.
Yeah, we have a LLC organized, and it's the Play It Forward, which helps out kids who want music lessons that can't afford music lessons.
That's killer. That's awesome.
And my brother was a guitar teacher and
yep.
stuff, and taught for many, many years, and we're just trying to keep that, keep his memory alive that way.
Now, who's playing out there? You guys are going to play, right? I mean,
we're going to do the trio, and Jordan Amato. I can't remember everybody. Some of the kids who played last year will be there.
Now the kids, the winner from last year, the kids who won or who are kind of benefited from this, are they still doing music? Do you know? Be interested to know.
Yeah, I'll find out.
If they're doing lessons and
they're
still doing
still
music.
in it, yeah.
Well, definitely, if you guys, anybody out there listening, it's at Seafood City, and
2 o'clock to 8 o'clock Sunday.
Rain or shine?
August 23rd, yeah, rain or shine.
Rain or shine, yeah.
They had the pavilion there, and the band is covered. So
yeah, okay.
Ideally, it would be great to be outside and sunshiny, and hopefully.
Is there a cover charge to go?
I don't think so. It's all donations. And there's raffles and 50/50s and auctions and all that stuff.
That's a great event. That's pretty cool. So everybody get out there if this is the
and
Sunday coming
and they
up.
have a auxiliary beer tub this time.
What's that mean?
Well, it was so crowded last year that people had a hard time getting to the bar and getting drinks and stuff like
so
that.
now they have this.
They're going to get
tub.
like a tub off to the side for just cold beers and stuff. So we're progressing.
That's right. That's you adapt. You overcome and adapt. Well, that was good. You have enough. You had so many people that.
Yeah, it was a great turnout last year. Hopefully, we'll improve on that again this year.
That's a good testament. You say it was so crowded that we couldn't get to, we had a long wait at the bar. That's a good. that's a good event. We have got a couple other really cool events coming up. We've got also this. I think it's this weekend. I think it's Saturday night at Bay Trading Company.
Paul
Donovan's going to be there,
and Emily Moses.
And I think John Green is requesting that you make reservations because he says we're really filling up pretty fast over there. So if you want to see Paul Donovan, we've been featuring his music from his new EP Glow this last 2 weeks, and you can get out and check him out at Bay Trading Company. On Facebook, you should be able to...
It's a Delaware Bay Trading Company.
Delaware Bay Trading Company, yes. So definitely, if you can get out to see Paul, he's one of our original artists here on Digital Street Radio. And then we've got September the 12th coming up, where we're going to be playing for Covered Bridge.
The Homegrown Music Zone at the Dragonfly Ranch in Townsend, Delaware.
And that'll be on the 12th.
It's like 11 or 12 acts.
I think they have 13 acts. Covered Bridge. We're playing at 6:30. The music starts at 1. They're going to have Artisans Fair there. Tickets are on sale. You go to dragonflymusicdelaware.com. And you can get tickets on sale, or you can actually buy them at the door, too.
I think they're $5 cheaper if you get them in advance.
I think so, too. I thought I saw where they were actually selling them now less than they would be at the door.
Mm-hmm.
It should be a great event. It's going to be this first annual inaugural event. Again, all original artists from our area. Most of everybody that's playing are artists that we've played here on our show. And had a few of them in the studio.
In here live, too, right?
Which will start our live artists back in as we get into the fall and winter. We don't do it in the summer because all the artists are playing out mostly, including us. But certainly, if you can get out to see the Homegrown Music Zone show on the Dragonfly, on the September 12th at the Dragonfly Air Ranch in Townsend, Delaware. Great place to have a show. And I think Dave told me that they're making a stage, and the airplane hangar will be all rocked out. So that'd be pretty cool. And then, of course, the
Delaware Friends of Folk.
Well, before that, we have the Roadhouse Blues.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the
Jonathan's
Central Delaware Blues Society.
And that's the weekend. That's
18th and 19th. September 18th and 19th.
And what are you guys doing? You're playing Nothing But Trouble.
The Friday night, we're doing it. They're doing an inside show with Nothing But Trouble and Andy Vincent. And then on Saturday, they're going outside right there at Jonathan's Landing Golf Course in Magnolia with Lowercase Blues, Johnny and Zepp, something. I think there's guys like a acoustic blues duo, Debbie Davies, Albert Castilla, and Bob Margolin. Some heavy hitters in the blues field there.
And you guys...
And Lowercase Blues.
Now, Nothing But Trouble, you guys play Friday night.
We'll play Friday night.
And is Andy Vincent going to play with you guys?
They're going to be it's a 2-band bill on
right.
Friday night.
Cool.
And then 5 bands on Saturday.
So, again, that's a really good event right here local, right at Jonathan's Landing, and it's 18th and 19th. Go out and check out Joe and his guys on Friday night, and then go to the Roadhouse Blues Fest, check all those great acts out on Saturday. And then the following Saturday, Friday and Saturday night, will be Friends of Folk with the Delmarva Folk Festival.
Right.
And
Fields Farm out in Hartley.
Hartley, Delaware, I think is the right address for that. And we'll be headlining that show. I think we start at 8 o'clock, Covered Bridge. A lot of great acts playing out there. And the Friday night before is the Folk Hero
Contest, right.
Which I think they're having their tryouts now.
Yeah, I think they had a show or a competition this past weekend. And picked three more guys.
Maybe they have one final one.
I think that's it. I think they pick 6 people,
and then they do.
And then the 6 have the playoff on the Friday night of the festival, and the winner gets a slot on the festival day.
That's cool.
Yeah. So.
Well, as you can see, we are really, this area is full of music, and it's growing. And we're glad that we can help out and support original music and original artists in the area.
And not just them big old shows, Delaware Junction and Firefly and
Got our own
Big
little
Barrel.
shows.
We got our own little shows.
And you know what? The music is just as good. You get out, there's some fantastic music. Just, you got 100 people sitting there watching some of the best music you're going to see live.
So that boy ain't no Florida Georgia line, but he good.
Well, we want to thank, again, everybody listening in tonight. So let's get back to some original music. And we've got, actually, these next 4 songs are folks that will be playing at the Homegrown Music Zone. We've got Snarky Dave, and he'll be doing Bitchin'. That's a song from his album Big Snark. Glynis St. Pierre with Wonderful Mom. Shades of August with Molly Brown, which they'll be closing out the Homegrown Music Zone show on the 12th. And then Hannah Sturtz, she'll be opening the show at 1 o'clock with her song Unbroken. And then we'll be back here after these songs to the Covered Bridge Music Hour.
You know I love this woman, she's looking mighty fine. And even when she's far away, can't keep her off my mind for all her bitching.
Where were you when I needed you?
My baby's bitching.
I shouldn't have to tell you, you should know.
No matter what I do or say, she'll just bitch at me anyway. She's bitching, 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 bitching.
I'm not your mother. What's with the attitude? I saw that.
My baby and me, we go out, I take her every place. I don't mind spending my cash, keep her off my case, keep her from bitching.
It's my money, too.
My baby's bitching.
How come you never make me dinner?
Through summer, winter, spring, and fall, I can't do nothing right at all. She's bitching, 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 bitching.
What did you just say to me? You don't love me. Don't touch me. Who are you talking to? Aren't you listening to me? I'm not yelling, I'm just talking to you. Doesn't this ring mean anything to you? Fine.
Pick up your dirty laundry, boy, and then take out the trash. This week should turn the vacuum. Don't you smoke up all the stash, or she'll be bitching.
You know we have a dishwasher.
My baby's bitching.
I do everything around here.
I've been working hard today. She's got nothing nice to say. She's bitching, 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 bitching.
I saw you look at that girl. I'd look that good too if I had fake boobs. My ass isn't that big.
You know I love this woman. She's looking mighty fine. And even when she's far away, can't keep her off my mind for all her bitching.
I could have had any guy ended up with you.
My baby's bitching.
I thought you said you'd be home in an hour.
No matter what I do or say, she'll just bitch at me anyway. Through summer, winter, spring, and fall, I can't do nothing right at all. I've been working hard today. She's got nothing nice to say. She's bitching, 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 bitching.
You never pleased me. How come you don't trim down there? I thought you said it was big. You're getting me mixed up with your girlfriend. You ain't getting any. Get your feet off my table. Why don't you like my mother? I'm not a bitch. You're an asshole.
Bitch.
Asshole. No, you're not a bitch. I shouldn't have my girls. I look that good too. It's just I saw that. I have fake boobs.
I just did my
I
nails.
could have gotten any guy, but I ended up with you.
Why don't you like my
blame that
mustache?
on the dog? Married for money at least once.
Aren't you listening to me? What do you mean?
Now I don't mean to be so selfish, Lord, wanting her to stay. It's just she's such a major part of my life. I'm with her every day. I realize that she'd be better off in heaven than on earth. But I don't wanna have to say goodbye to the woman who gave me birth. what can I say? Oh Lord, what can I say? Oh Lord, what can I say? You gave me such a wonderful mom. And I recall the way her heart would break to see her kids in pain. And now my aching heart is telling me that our roles in life have changed. And I can tell from all her courage and strength that she's being carried by you. And though I'm trying so very hard, I think you'll have to carry me too. Oh, what can I say? Oh Lord, what can I say? Oh Lord, what can I say? You gave me such a wonderful mom. Oh, what can I say? Oh Lord, what can I say? Oh Lord, what can I say? You gave me such a wonderful mom. A wonderful mom, such a wonderful mom. Wonderful mom, such a wonderful mom. A wonderful mom, such a wonderful mom. Oh, what can I say? Oh Lord, what can I say? Oh Lord, what can I say? You gave me such a wonderful mom. Oh, what can I say? Oh Lord, what can I say? Oh Lord, what can I say? You gave me such a wonderful mom. A wonderful mom, such a wonderful mom. Wonderful mom, such a wonderful mom. A wonderful mom, such a wonderful mom.
That runs along the riverbed somewhere down in Louisiana, where they say years ago that the water ran red with the blood of a cheating man. Mary Brown was driving home one night and came across her lover's car. He was there with a woman, it was plain to see that he'd taken things too far. But she knew that it wasn't the first time, and promised it would never happen again. And with fire in her eyes, Mary swore tonight she'd bring her pain to an end. She pulled a loaded gun from the front seat and put the lovers in her sights. She never heard a single word they said as they were begging for their lives. She shot them down. Shut them down. Well, they said Mary took the bodies and drove them down to the river one by one, and she sank them to the bottom before the rising of the sun. And she drove back home and locked herself inside with just a match and gasoline. And then she set fire to the only thing that she had ever called a dream. And they searched for hours among the ashes
thing is that her body was never found. And life can change in the blink of an eye. Love is an illusion hidden in a lie. It can build you up or it can break you down. But in the case of Mary Brown, it came like a thief in the night, stole everything from her she ever dreamed of. And that's the last anybody saw of Mary Brown. Oh, did you go? Years went by and every now and then people talk amongst themselves in quiet little whispers. They recall the haunting tale of the night love betrayed the heart of a woman and then took her very soul. And the missing of 3 bodies, where they are, well, no one knows. But late at night, somewhere around the riverbed, you can still hear Mary crying in the whispers on the wind. And life can change in the blink of an eye. Love is an illusion hidden in a lie. It can build you up or it can break you down. But in the case of Mary Brown, it came like a thief in the night and stole everything from her she ever dreamed of. And that's the last anybody saw of Mary Brown.
I'm screaming whispers, I'm living under haunted skies. I paint my arm with pain, 'cause you don't seem to recognize. My skin is burned from tears, but you don't really understand how it feels to keep the pain inside, and no one else sees you crash and burn. But I'm okay. The scars on my arm are of yesterday. I'll keep my head held high and break the walls that surround me. I'm gonna be unbroken. My heart has been broken one too many times, and I pick up all the pieces you seem to leave behind, and I lie awake at night hoping I'll forget how it feels to be alone inside and no one else sees you. falling, but I'm okay. The scars on my arm are of yesterday. I'll keep my head held high and break the walls that surround me. I'm gonna be. Have you ever felt like your walls are caving in? Every tear you cry doesn't seem to make no difference. I'll keep my head held high and wipe all of your tears. Cause you're okay, even if the scars won't ever fade. You'll keep your head held high and break the walls that surround you. You'll make it through. 'Cause you're unbroken. I'm unbroken. Unbroken.
And we're back here live in the studio, Digital Street Studio, listening to the guitar stylings of the amazing Joe Fulkerson. So what are you playing there for, Joe?
I'm just
a little bit of blues?
fooling a little around with some
Yeah?
blues. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Sounded good. So the Martin is so it's, as we were talking before, in the winter. Joey's playing one of the studio Martins, and we're having a hard time keeping it nice in the neck, nice and moist in the winter. So the recommendation is to put all the humidifiers in the. They've got all the guitar humidifiers in the neck and the sound hole and everything else. But go ahead, Ricky. I know you're laughing.
Well, that one system actually it humidifies the body and the neck also.
Problem I'm having is the neck is the problem. The body's not the problem. The neck's the problem.
Well, that one system has the two packets that hang in.
Yeah, it's got the
hang in the body,
right.
and then the
Put
headstock
something on
in the
there.
headstock area. There's another pouch.
Leave it in the case for
leave it in the case, right?
all the time. Yeah.
Unless you're playing it.
Yeah. Well, that's the plan for this winter. I've got this for all listeners out there. I've got this really cool Martin. It's one of the lower scale models, but it has a great sound. But in the winter, when things dry out in the studio, I can't keep enough humidity in here. It turns into a piece of crap, and I can't get it to play. But now it's sounding great. Joey's playing it like crazy. So, but anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I want to thank everybody for listening in. Joe, you got a couple things coming up this week. Yeah, Wednesday is Touchdown, right?
Yeah, Wednesday is the solo at the Touchdown. Saturday, we're doing a Smokin' Joe's show at the Eastern Bayside Wine Festival around Baltimore area.
What's the Smokin' Joe's? Who's in the Smokin' Joe's?
It's a kind of a rolling group of musicians, depending on who's available at the time when the gig comes up. But this show coming up is myself, Chris McAfee, and Roger Girk on guitars, Jimmy Pritchard on the bass, and Bruce Benson on the drums.
Cool. And you guys pretty much do mostly blues stuff when you do
It's all
Smokin' Joe's?
it's blues, and what it is, it's sort of like a round robin. One guy, whatever the guy on the left starts the first song, and the next guy starts the second song, and the next guy starts the third song. And we just go around like that all night.
That's cool. Have you guys seen on the internet the Chapman stick. Have you seen this thing?
Oh yeah, that's been out a long time.
Has it really?
The Chapman stick's been around a long, long time. Yeah.
I've got to look into that because I saw a guy do a video play it, and it's I think it's 12 strings. I think on this thing, maybe I think it's maybe 10 or 12 strings, maybe 2 octaves. But it's amazing. Well, he was pretty much you can do pretty much everything.
The guitar it's basically a guitar and a bass built into one instrument that you play.
But it's open tuned to a certain tuning, I would imagine.
Yeah, I think I don't know. It just depends on who's playing it, honestly.
Yeah.
But Greg Ganser, he's the bass player for Mike Hines and the Look. He has one, and he's incredible on it. And it's a real pianistic style.
Okay, right.
Sort of you're tapping.
You're using both hands.
One hand is
percussive
playing.
And
one hand is playing basically your bass lines, or your left hand keyboard would be, and your right hand is chording and playing melodies in like a tap style. Basically, you're tapping instead of holding one chord down and using a pick. You're playing with both hands, and
it was really cool when I saw it.
It's a pretty neat instrument.
Yeah, I guess it's amplified. Is that correct?
Oh yeah,
It's got to be amplified.
It's a split. One side, the one pickup is really
like a low end,
picks up the bass strings, and the other side picks up the higher strings.
See that now?
And you would use 2 amps.
I wonder why that thing hasn't really taken off. And maybe it has, and maybe we just missed it.
Well, no, I mean it's been around a long time. Emmett Chapman was the inventor of it, and the guys, Tony Levin from King Crimson, a huge Chapman stick player. I think at one point those guys had 2 guys playing the Chapman stick in the same band when they're touring.
That's cool.
And it's something, if you're going to grab that instrument and play it, you got to be...
You better know what you're doing.
You got to know what you're doing.
There's no faking it.
Yeah, there's no playing Chuck Berry on it or anything like that and getting away with that, you know what I mean?
Well, it's taking string instruments when you see something like that. And I see it on the guitar, too. Guys doing... open tunings with 2 guitars and one on his. They're doing the percussion, and I mean the whole guitar thing is going to a different level. And then of course you see a guy like Tommy Emmanuel who's playing, the guitar like a guitar, and it's amazing what he's able to do. On it too.
He's pretty awesome.
Yeah, so guitar is really coming around.
Wasn't there one fellow on Facebook that played like 2 acoustic guitars at one time?
Two acoustic guitars at one time, open tuned, and he was.
He has no friends. That's why.
He doesn't. He has no girlfriend. You know that.
Yeah.
Why you playing that guitar again? Well, anyway, that's the kind of, we're all in the same boat. We would sit around and play for hours and hours and hours anyway. So I think that's what kept me alive a lot of times, was the fact that I was playing guitar and not getting in trouble.
Yeah. Kept me company, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true. Best friend you ever had, right?
Yep.
All right, everybody, listeners out there, we always do a little guitar geek talk during our show. So
kind of like my tech talk.
Last week you broke into this tech talk, and my gosh, we need somebody to decipher it.
Let me make this simple. Let me make this simple, folks. We forgot to pour the pitcher of water in the guitar to make it moist.
Wow. That's an inside joke. Yeah. Well, we're going to take it out tonight. Again, I want to thank everybody for listening in. Again, we've got Joey's at Touchdown on Wednesday night. You want to check him out. And then Friday night.
I'm off Friday, but Saturday is the Eastern Bayside Wine Festival with Smokin' Joe's.
Smokin' Joe's.
And then Sunday is the 3rd annual Fulkerson Fest.
So get out there to see
Seafood City.
Seafood City, and support a great cause. I hope everybody can make it out. And we'll hopefully raise some good money for these young artists. For
Teach
lessons.
some kid a lesson.
But don't bump.
Yeah.
So we're going to take it out with some great music, and we've got Dashboard by Cliff Hillis, and I think Cliff's actually helping Saul off with his next album.
I think he's recording with him, right?
Mm-hmm. And then we're going to do Take the Ride with Captain Blues Grass Band, and then Pretty People with Chris Kirby Band, and then finish it out with Diego the Pirate. That's James Witherite, a nice little jazz piece. And we'll be back here next Monday night on the Cover Bridge Music Hour. And I want to thank everybody for listening in. Have yourself a great week.
Put your feet up on the dashboard, I don't mind. We can talk, but if not, then that's just fine. I'll set you free if you hang with me tonight. Put your feet up on the dashboard, I don't mind. Put your feet up on the dashboard, that's okay. Before you know it, you and me will be miles away. We can drive till right now is yesterday. Put your feet up on the dashboard, that's okay. Through the glove box if you like. You know me and you know I've got nothing to hide. Turn up the song, 'cause this is my favorite line. Put your feet up on the dashboard, I don't mind.
$2 on a bottle of red wine. Gotta make my way across the Sussex County line. There's a man behind me that thinks I done him wrong. And if he wins this chase we're in, he'll give me to the law. When this train I'm riding on pulls up to Marion Station, I know that he'll be standing there with a bullet in the chamber. Oh, this one's me. No matter what they tell you, ain't nothing come easy. Oh, this one's for you. Running is the only thing to do. Don't you wanna go? Take the ride. Running like jackrabbits from the teeth of the dog. It's just as old to go 45 and he thinks I done him wrong. There's a man beside me, hey, watched it all, the girl. But what he saw don't matter if I'm 6 feet in the dirt. Never was a gambling man, but I bet it all away. Except these last $2, now I'll drown my blues this way. Oh, this one's free. No matter what they tell you, ain't nothing come easy. Oh, this one's for you. Running is the only thing to do. Don't you wanna go? Take the ride. almost empty, can't quench his thirsty mind. He's got his bell lined up, he's got it for the wind. And if it pulls the trigger, well, I'll still be smiling. Cause I caught the Greyhound north on 95, still picking and grinning, drinking that red wine. Oh, this one's free. No matter what they tell you, ain't nothing come easy. Oh, this one's for you. Running is the only thing to do. Don't you wanna go? Take the ride.
In the cardboard house, I wait outside his door to see if he'll come out. He says when he closes his eyes, he dreams in black and white. When he was a younger man and life didn't pass him by, pretty people walking by his view, pretty people on this avenue. Pretty soon I believe he will be pretty too, with all the pretty people. Na, na, na. She locks all the doors at night to keep the bad people out. Her kids have all left town and they never come around. Sometimes I would talk to her, these days she stays inside. She sits in a window chair watching pretty people go by. Pretty people walking by her view, pretty people on this avenue. Pretty soon I believe she will be pretty too, with all the pretty people. Says when he closes his eyes, he dreams in black and white. When he was a younger man and life didn't pass him by, pretty people walking by his view, and pretty people on this avenue. Pretty soon I believe he will be pretty too. Pretty people walking by her view, pretty people on this avenue. Pretty soon I believe she will be pretty too, with all the pretty people. Na, na,
Thank you.